be calling you a radical. You think I'm missing this opportunity? Damian Lillard, after I'm talking about him yesterday, goes for 6'1". Oh, Kamala Harris, her mother's Hindu, who I knew. Fukushima! Fukushima! On this infamous month, 75 years. Her mother, the cancer research PhD at where? Livermore, bringing Star Tower to Earth. Trump, I want to say this, I'm not missing this opportunity. Damian Lillard and I both on this campus doing our work at the same time. I've worked for Weber State basketball for decades. For free, by the way. I worked for Bagelin. I used to keep Ruben Nemhart in class. But Bagelin, the best coach that ever played here. So Damian here, I remember him when he had his broken foot sitting there in a chair, sitting, playing for hours. Last time I saw Damian, I was right over there, and he was in his car. Hey! He yelled at me. So it's an incredible story, his. He's the best player in the fucking NBA. That fire that he has, where did that come from? Maybe this loss they had 22 points up at halftime, lose in the big sky. He never got to play in the big fucking dance, did he? Randy Ray's boot camp here. Randy always says, well, his cousin Barry had more talent than I said, but he didn't have the work ethic. I said, nobody's got the work ethic Damian Lillard has. That fucking intense radical fire. Holy fuck, how intense. What a beautiful fucking thing. How intense is this fucking dude? Holy fuck. The pundits come out and talk shit on him yesterday morning. Say he's not a superstar. Keep stoking that fucking fire. You remember the Kobe Bryant game? Now this is important because right here, Kobe Bryant, one of the trainers here, was one of Kobe Bryant's trainers years ago. And he says, Kevin, I remember, this is a long time ago, says, Kobe's a lot like you. He's a numbers guy. He says that sports will tell the tale of culture before it happens. Now, this is important because remember, Fukushima! Kamala Harris's mother's Hindu. Who's the bigger nuclear prostitute whore than Obama? Biden? Oh, yeah. The biggest of them all, Trump. I hate that fucking guy, both of them. Trump, I like all you QAnon freaks and going down the rabbit hole on, pedophilia. Do you know Trump has spent $30 fucking million in attorney fees fighting off litigation on sex with underage females? Miss Utah, right here in Utah, who I know, when she was Miss Teenage Utah, she's a grown woman now, came out and said he walked right into the room when I was 14, 15-year-olds and fucking, groped me all over. I like up is down, black is white. Isn't it? Is that the way it is? The criminal calling the fucking criminal fox in charge of Fox News foxes? I'm not missing this. So, where does this fucking dude's fire come from? Lillard's. Ooh, remember he got hurt. He's the best player in the fucking NBA. Go figure here. I've been involved since Sojourner was here. Since fucking, all the way back. I have a lot of great stories about fucking Damian Lillard here. He got no respect. Just like me, Kevin Blanche, we're doing our work here on the campus. By the way, the only people on this fucking campus, I've done all this dirty work and I got blackballed and they fucked me, that gave me any fucking respect when I was full of leukemia. Central line, when Damian was doing his thing, was Randy Ray and Damian Lillard and teammates. They're the ones that gave me any fucking respect whatsoever. So he goes off. Fucking Hindu. So, Barr. These stories. Now, this is the reason I want to do this video. This is important. This is really historic stuff. Now, why? Because Paul Allen owns the Trailblazers, right? So, right here. Alan Ashton is David O. McKay's grandson. Bruce Bastion is Philo Farnsworth. Yeah, that guy, TV. They invented the operating system here in Utah. They were in the fucking band. Ashton was the professor, the teacher, Bastion the student who come out of the closet with his 8 kids. I'm gay, fucking blah, blah, the rest. Fight proposition. It's a nutty story. Bill Eugenics Gates, there's a picture of Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and myself with both their arms around me playing golf. The School of Business, when I was involved, the Wada School of Business was the #1 school business in the country. Now this house built When GE and Utah Construction, this is the money that built it. Mrs. Stewart, the football stadium's named after, left $500 million fucking dollars in the 70s on the merger. You know, right here. They built the reactors of Fukushima, Japan. They cheated. This place has a fucking curse on it. You don't believe me? Ask Damian Lillard. It's got a fucking curse on it. He was ahead by 22 points at halftime in the Big Sky Championship game. How do you lose? A kid named Anthony Johnson never missed a free throw, never missed a field goal. That's impossible. Triple teams, whatever. I remember Damian. I'll never forget it. Dribbling, looking over at Randy. Freakiest thing I ever seen. I was sitting with Montana fans. They left at halftime. I did the play-by-play on Damian's game last year in August, Mr. August. I walked up here, by the way, because my car broke down. I did play-by-play for these guys. I mean, I've done so much for this basketball team for decades. I've been heavily involved with this team, including when Randy was recruiting Damian. I knew the first year I saw him. I'm like, oh, I remember we was in Wendover. There's some fucking gambling idiots fucking betting basketball. I'm like, what the fuck are you betting fucking right here? These last year, do you know what they went against the spread? They're like 17-1 against the spread. You got an NBA player. This is when he was a sophomore. I think they were playing Tulsa. You know, speaking of Tulsa, fucking Carl Archie used to call him the Great Dane. And he used to do the play-by-play. That's the game that Damian broke his foot in. He was going to play Jimmer. It was all Jimmer. Jimmer sucked. Fuck Jimmer. What a joke. Jimmer, they still fucking Jimmer. They're fucking losers. So the Utah media, they wouldn't fucking know Picasso if it wrapped around their fucking head, obviously. The Jazz, fucking right there. The scouts were right in there. I used to always tell them, there's your NBA player right there. I used to sit with Frank Layden right here. Frank would sit with me. They laughed. Who's laughing now? He's the best player in the fucking NBA. I knew it. So this is why this is so important. Paul Allen owns the Trailblazers, right? So all you fuckers that go after, you know, QAnon, fuck Paul Allen, yep, and Maxwell. You know they're big. And this is the thing. I'm not letting this get away. The greenwashers, when I'm doing all my gig with no funny whatever, they're sucking the life out because they have saved the ocean foundations. Paul Allen saved the ocean. Fucking Maxwell, fucking Epstein's fucking, what a freak, you know. Saved the ocean. Sucking the life out of Kevin Blanche. Sucking the life out of everybody. You know, Maxwell, Paul Allen, you know, Clinton, Trump, they're all the same clan. Trump is a fucking, I mean, he's molested and sexually fucking destroyed more young females than any of them put together. You know, Barr, Donald Barr and his freaky, remember his freaky books? That's William Barr's fucking dad. Do you know he's the one who gave Epstein the fucking professor job? Now, who calls themselves, we were saying, the headmaster? Are we still in England? Hey, teacher, leave that. Eleanor, we're just another brick. Are we still in fucking England? Dalton School, headmaster? What the fuck is this? Jolly old fucking German Bavarians in fucking England? The Queen? I mean, what the fuck? I thought we fought a Revolutionary War against these freaks. Paul Allen and Maxwell, buddies. This is real important. Because I got leukemia in 2011, as you know. Almost fucking died. Been fighting for my life. Wiped me out. Fucking. Paul Allen got the same disease as I did. 60 billion. He's fucking dead. He died from it. Kamala Harris, his mom, died in 2009. She was a cancer research PhD at Livermore. Yeah, bring us that one. Livermore. Bring us correlating cancer with, the Rachel Carson. You know, she's Indian. Not the slur. By the way, this is important because I grew up right here on this sacred ground. You know, and this angel came to me, a little native girl I used to play with right here. Indigenous. I hate that racial slur, calling them Indians, Columbus. The natives played basketball right here. They used to call themselves the Shoshone, not the Shoshone. They played basketball here. My teacher when I was young, Joe Smith's wife, Olin Walker's mom, says, Kevin, you like basketball and you like, you're such an indigenous native boy. You know, they played basketball. They had poles set up like this with a hoop on the end of them. And they had this ball they'd make out of, plants, wherever they'd bounce it and everything. They'd play for days. They played for thousands of years, basketball. Really? It's true. You ever been to a native reservation and seen how well they are and how good they are? How good are they? Why they're not ever playing the NBA? Same reason the Mexican kids here, Hispanic children never played baseball in this town. Oh, when I was a good baseball player in this town, you ain't seen racism. So we had the Mexican leagues out in West Ogden. Because they wouldn't let them on any of the school teams. They're racist here. I mean, you don't believe me they're racist here? You ask Donovan Mitchell. Oh, they're racist fans. Not here at Weber. I'm talking about Utah. The Utah scumbag, fucking dirtbag Jazz. Who laughed at Damian Lillard. Lillard wanted to stay here and play. Fukushima. I love all you fuckers. Up is down. Trump's the biggest fucking pedophile freak of them all. Maxwell and Trump are fucking really good fucking friends. How about, where do you think Octopussy and the Spy Who Loved Me came from? Donald Barr's dad. Trump's married to her now. She was a hooker. Yeah, so what? So, there's your hook. Epstein Island. Epstein Island was at where? Los Alamos. It's all nuclear. The house the nuclear cartel built. Oh yeah. It's got a curse on it. It's the water's curse. Every time I talk about Lillard, he goes fucking crazy. He's the best player in the NBA. Gotta go with that left, Jerry Hardy. That's the best player I ever saw play here. Damian Lillard, when he played here, Randy'd say, we tried to get him to shoot more three-pointers. He won't do it. He won't do it, He was that disciplined. He was that good. I mean, knock down free throws. First time I saw it when he was a freshman, I told Randy, I remember he was recruiting him, I'm like, what the fuck? He was on the post, like they used to do Nembhard. Bagelin used to post up Nembhard. Remember that loss when they had in the Sweet 16 when they had Florida beat? Miss a free throw. How about Ruben Nembhard against Iverson? Had him beat. Misses the 1-1. They throw a Hail Mary. Thurl Bailey style, by the way. Valvano cut down the nets in here. It's got a fucking curse on it. So he's a sophomore. He posts up. Circles down. They turn that in. And he just makes this move and just, without even a running, just, whoo! I'm like, whoa. I told Randy, yeah. He says, it even blew Randy. And I holy fuck, where is this? And then I remember the first time I shook his hand. Got hands like this. I'm like, oh, this fucker. He was the best three-point shooter I ever fucking saw, but he wouldn't do it. He was disciplined. I call it Randy Ray's boot camp here. So, and he's a tough fucker to play for, I can tell you that. So, Trailblazers hook. Paul Allen's fucking dead with his $60 billion. That's my point on all this. So is Linda Epstein. Let it be, not me. So I know Kamala Harris personally. I knew her mom personally. My path and journey covers a lot of territory. We've been trade. Obama, Trump, that's all they are. Well, the whole country, that's what they are. That's what they all are. They'll fucking sell out fucking the media, all of it. Betrayed. Fukushima's the greatest event. Fukushima. Oh, let's flip this over. Read the back of this. This is a collaboration between. Not a collaboration. I used to call it post-ignorance and free radicals, but I've realized now, it took me a long time to figure those freaks out, that they probably work for the nuclear. It's post-ignorance versus free radicals. What's a free radical? That's when a fucking nuclear fission event fucking happens and it's released. Free radical's a cancer cell. They knew I had cancer. Stay in tune it.